Hey guys, what is up? It is St. Bill 54 here with Old Man Rack. With our church's with the hat from our church that says Saints on it. Our church is called Christ Tabernacle, but in 2020 they will be called Saints Church.
Correct.
This question for the Q&A month comes from Evolution is Zombie Science. Love the name, by the way. It comes all the way from Florida. Where in Florida? I don't know. Evolution is Zombie Science asks us. It can't zoom in, Dad.
Well.
Good now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Evolution is Zombie Science asks us, what is the Christian response to abortion? Whoop. You can take the lead on this part.
Okay. Decision whether or not to have abortion is painful, complicated, and difficult. Certainly is. Abortion is the deliberate termination of human life while it's still in the womb. We know it's life because it grows and develops. We know it's human because basic biology teaches us that like produces like. God established the truth when he commanded that all things were reproduced at their kind in Genesis 1 verse 25. The Mosaic law, God prescribed punishment for killing an unborn child in Exodus 21 verse 22 to 25. Excuse me. However, abortion is not an unforgivable sin. Certainly not. Jesus died on the cross for all sins. John 19 verse 30 NIV states, when he received the drink, Jesus said, it is finished. With that, he bowed his head and gave the Spirit, which means that at that point, all sins were capable of forgiving. Okay.
That's right.
Alright.
He died to take the punishment for all sins.
Right.
Alright. Every woman's situation is different. There are many reasons for abortion. The four main reasons are rape, incest, protecting the mother's health, and personal preference. However, rape and incest are very rare cases. This is actually a quote from the Gutter Match Institution. Quote will be on the screen. Regardless of how or why a child was conceived, he or she is fully human as any other child. The Bible makes that very clear, that every human life has value and worth. In Jeremiah 29:11 NIV, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Psalm 139:14 tells us that every human being is fearfully and wonderfully made. So, no matter how a baby is conceived, it has worth and value.
Right.
Do you want to add to that, or you want to...
No.
Okay.
No, it's good.
We can go to your part.
Right. Now, in the case of abortion to protect a woman's health, I decided to Dr. Anthony Levatino says about this. He's a practicing gynecologist. He performed over 1,200 abortions in the early years of his career. Now that he understands that abortion is wrong, he advocates pro-life. So he's been there. In an interview for Live Action, Dr. Levatino says he spent 9 years working with these extreme cases. He saw hundreds of cases of really severe pregnancy complications. Quote, I saved hundreds of women from life-threatening pregnancies, and I did that by delivering the baby. By delivering the baby. During the years, he never had to kill a baby in that process. All abortions take 24 to 72 hours, depending on what trimester. Most life-threatening complications arise during the third trimester. I'll give you a classic example.
That was a quote from Dr. Anthony Levatino.
This is a real case. A lady came to the hospital at 27 weeks of pregnancy. with severe toxemia. Blood pressure 220 over 160. Lady cleared in minutes or hours from a stroke. What do you do in a situation like this? We stabilized her, had her delivered within an hour of arriving at the hospital. She and her baby did just fine. Now let's say we want to use abortion to save a life. With that kind of blood pressure and that kind of problem, where you 72 to 3 days, when you wait 2 to 3 days to get her service prepared, she would never make it. Her pregnancy is life-threatening. The best thing to do for the safety and health of the mother is end the pregnancy quickly. And the quickest way to end the pregnancy is labor and delivery. You never need late-term abortion to save a woman's life. He not the only says that. I've seen many people say that.
Yeah. Most of that question was answered in direct quotes from Dr. Anthony Levatino. The video where we got those quotes from will be in the description down below, as well as all the other sources we've been using so far. Let's go to the last and most common reason, which is abortion for personal preferences. Personal preferences could be anywhere from, I just don't have the money to take care of this baby, to being pregnant is an inconvenience for me. This is a direct quote from gotquestions.org, which I use for this. Some women are convinced that their lives and futures will be ruined to carry this child to term. However, crisis pregnancy centers partner with mothers throughout pregnancy and helps them choose the best options for both mother and baby. These options can include aid if she keeps the baby, or adoption assistance if she chooses to go that route. Due to rampant sexual immorality in our world, unplanned pregnancies abound. When modern culture decided to separate sexuality and morality, the problems got worse. God never intended for such separation. He creates sex for the marriage relationship, for the children to be welcomed into that marriage, regardless of whether or not they were a surprise to the parents. As stated in Genesis 1:23 to 24 and Psalm 127:3. Scripture is very clear that every human being has intrinsic value, and simply because every human being is a unique creation of God. And just wanted to say one more thing about that. Every human being is a creation of God. They have value and worth no matter what, and there's always another option other than abortion. There's always another option.
Sin has eternal repercussions that never advertise up front. In other words, the pleasures of sin are but for a season, but the consequences can and often do last a lifetime. Sin costs more than you want to pay, and hurts more than we thought it would. You should not have an abortion because you and your baby deserve better life, better than that. Seek God's answers instead.
In summary, the Christian response to abortion is to see what the Bible would say about it, just like the Christian response to anything else. Our opinions should line up with the Bible, because when that happens, they're not just an opinion anymore. Now, adjusting the abortion clock, which is supposed to be edited into the video. Now, while we were talking, you might have noticed the abortion clock at the top of the screen. Yeah, somewhere over there. I'll figure out when I edit it. Did you know that every 30 seconds a baby is aborted?
Half a minute.
Yeah. The clock at the top of the screen has been counting how many babies have been aborted while we were talking. So far, since...
Too many.
Yeah. So far, since 10 minutes and 45 seconds have gone by, approximately, 20 babies have been aborted. Well, now it's 22 because we're about to get to 11 minutes. So, other than that, I want to get you guys for 61 subscribers. I'll be doing my 60 subscriber special coming very soon. The next Q&A comes from a close friend who wanted to remain anonymous. That's why she didn't comment on my channel. Her question was, is my skin color beautiful? And why does God allow racism? Whew, that's a tough one. I did answer her question in person because I thought that it was important that it be answered in person before I do the video like she requested.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be the next question. I was going to do a video on racism anyway, but now this is the perfect time.
Right.
This is St. Pro 54 and
Old Man Rock
signing off.